With any change, there's opportunity.
The support that I got through the TUPE process was fantastic.
It's been the most positive experience I could have ever envisioned.
TUPE is a legislation that protects an employee's contractual rights when there's been a change in hands of the service that they work within. More commonly in SPS, what that means is when they're providing a service within the business and that changes to a new supplier, they will then TUPE to that new supplier. And TUPE will protect their employee contractual rights. So, for example, their basic pay, their holiday, their sickness, and that won't change from day one of transfer.
So I TUPE'd into SPS in 2003. It was part of quite a large TUPE process, so an investment bank. Before I was probably a little bit nervous because I say there was a lot of unknowns in the air. Was my role safe? What was my role going to look like in the future? What would it be like working for a different company that you didn't really apply for a job for?
When SPS came in, people were concerned. Obviously, they were all concerned about redundancies. Would this affect the contract? But what SPS offered was that they manage different contracts, and there was always progression for those who wanted it. Obviously, you have to apply yourself and put yourself forward, and I think this was a great news for myself.
I was TUPE'd in 2008. I was a manager within the team at the time. I didn't know what the TUPE process was and I didn't know what would happen. So I had to rely on SPS management to give me that information.
Our experience and our teams that are involved in the process will make sure they're available to answer those questions, either on day one or through the process until go live day.
To make them feel reassured in the fact that they TUPE'd over from another company was to just make sure that they know that SPS is a good company, and I always sing the praises in regards to what SPS done for me. I needed to get them to be able to be comfortable around me, being able to know that they can approach me.
I always had that platform to go and ask a question if I didn't quite understand what that response was.
There was concern, but I think there was excitement as well, because with any change, there's opportunity. And therefore, everyone was curious about what the opportunity might be for them, or for their team, or for their people.
We were TUPEing, lots of us. It was actually quite nice because everybody came over as a big group, so we could all kind of share any concerns we had.
It was fine, it was nothing to worry about.
Take the opportunity, there's a lot more growth potential. SPS will support you. If you're looking to further your career, you then just have to implement yourself and you get where you want to be.
My advice to anyone who's going through any type of change, but in particular a TUPE, is not to worry. And if the more you look into what a TUPE process is, it's to protect employees. Anybody that I've spoken to in terms of operators or managers or any level, the second time you're TUPE'd and the third time you're TUPE'd, you really aren't concerned. You understand what it involves.
If I look at myself pre the TUPE process, would I've ever seen myself performing in the role that I do now? No, I didn't see that path there.
People were really friendly and supportive, so I think that apprehension went away quite quickly. Don't worry if you're TUPE'd over to SPS. The support that I got really helped me support my team through that process.
What we want to make sure is that employees understand that this is a real opportunity through SPS and their multiple clients and service offerings, that they can develop their career, they can develop as individuals with SPS.
If you apply yourself and work hard, I think the opportunities are endless within the organisation.
People will support you in that journey, so you can come away with qualifications that you never had before, so it's a great opportunity.